When you think of old Hollywood stars, you probably imagine glamorous parties, red carpets, and iconic films. But behind the scenes, some of your favorite stars were more likely to be found curled up with a good book than at a lavish soiree. Today, we're diving into the surprising intellectual lives of old Hollywood's biggest stars, ranking them from book lovers to outright literary legends. You'll never guess which bombshell stars had a personal library of over 400 books. Number 10. Bela Lugosi, most likely to read classic Hungarian literature. Dracula himself, Bela Lugosi, was known for his chilling portrayals of Gothic villains. But when the camera stopped rolling, Lugosi dove into classic Hungarian novels and poetry. Who knew the face of horror had such refined tastes? This cultured side of Lugosi was completely overshadowed by his spine-tingling roles. Imagine Dracula reciting poetry. Now that's a plot twist. Number 9. James Dean, the rebel reader. James Dean, the epitome of cool rebellion, had a secret passion that would have stunned his fans. This brooding bad boy was actually a philosophy buff. Dean devoured works by Nietzsche, Freud, and Steinbeck. The poster child for disaffected youth was secretly a deep thinker with an insatiable intellectual curiosity. Talk about a rebel with a cause. Number 8. Vivien Leigh, the quiet reader. Vivien Leigh set screens on fire as Scarlett O'Hara, but off-screen, she had a much quieter passion. Leigh was a devoted fan of Jane Austen and Shakespeare. Her intense, fiery performances stand in stark contrast to her love of quiet, contemplative reading. Who knew Scarlett had a soft spot for Elizabeth Bennet? Number 7. Orson Welles, the bookworm genius. Orson Welles revolutionized cinema with Citizen Kane and terrified America with War of the Worlds, but his groundbreaking work had a surprising foundation. Welles was deeply versed in Shakespeare, Greek classics, and a wide range of arts. His extensive reading directly fueled his innovative storytelling, showing how classic literature shaped modern media. Rosebud might have been his sled, but books were his true treasure. Number 6. Laurence Olivier, Shakespeare's favorite actor. Laurence Olivier is hailed as one of the greatest actors of all time, especially in Shakespearean roles. But his connection to the bard went beyond the stage. Olivier didn't just memorize his lines, he studied Shakespeare's complete works and other classical literature. This deep dive into the classics brought unparalleled depth to his portrayals of Hamlet and Othello. Olivier didn't just play Shakespeare, he lived it. Number 5. David Niven, the actor-author. David Niven charmed audiences with his wit and sophistication, but this debonair star had a surprising second act. Beyond his love for Dickens and Shakespeare, Niven penned his own works. His passion for reading blossomed into a successful writing career, proving he was as good with a pen as he was in front of a camera. Niven didn't just star in stories, he created them. Number 4. Katharine Hepburn, most likely to out-debate. Hugh. Katharine Hepburn was known for her fierce independence and quick wit. The roots of her sharp tongue, an impressive reading list. Hepburn was a voracious reader of history, philosophy, and political theory. Her extensive reading fueled her famous intellect, making her a formidable presence both on and off screen. No wonder she could hold her own against Spencer Tracy. Number 3. Greta Garbo, the recluse with a library. Greta Garbo famously wanted to be alone, but she wasn't lonely. In her private life, Garbo immersed herself in classical literature, philosophy, and art. Her mysterious reclusiveness was actually filled with intellectual pursuits, adding depth to the enigma of Garbo. Perhaps she just wanted to finish her book in peace. Number 2. Marlon Brando, the philosopher actor. Marlon Brando, the quintessential tough guy, had a surprising soft spot. Brando was passionate about psychology, philosophy, and political works, devouring books by Freud and Nietzsche. The intense, brooding characters Brando portrayed belied his thoughtful, philosophical nature off-screen. He could have made you an offer you couldn't refuse, to join his book club. Number 1. Marilyn Monroe, the ultimate literary bombshell. And now, the biggest surprise of all, our top spot goes to the ultimate blonde bombshell, Marilyn Monroe. Despite her dumb blonde image, Monroe had a personal library of over 400 books. Her collection included works by Tolstoy, Joyce, Flaubert, and many other literary heavyweights. Monroe's intellectual curiosity and passion for reading reveal a depth that completely contradicts her public image, making her perhaps old Hollywood's best-kept secret. Gentlemen may have preferred blondes, but Marilyn preferred books. So, the next time you watch one of their films, just remember, these stars were more than just icons of the silver screen. They were deep thinkers, bookworms, and secret intellectuals. Which star surprised you the most?